Welcome back, everybody, for this time on Temple of Anubis. This default team really showing how strong they are. I just got word that Delsu is top 500 Ana. Racket, what do you think about Temple of Anubis? We all know this map is quite infamous about this last point.
Yeah, well, it's going to be difficult, Shiz, and from what we've seen on this previous maps, you know, well, at least with Temple of Anubis, it is quite snowbally. If you do manage to get that first point, depending on the ults that you use, it's very easy to snowball onto that second point, just straight up charging afterwards, and that can be a double-edged sword for this Harbingers team. They can do it themselves, possibly, and that's if they can do it. I mean, Default have been showing a very strong defense showing so far, but they can also do it themselves. Default have been showing rather aggressive and more decisive play. As I said, for Shiz, they are on Grandmaster level, so they really do have a lot of experience of, you know, with these micro matchups and with knowing what to do in these maps. And a couple of them have been in teams before. I think someone on the Twitch chat said that a couple of them did play for Nominate, Purge, and Dalsu. So a bit of experience coming out from there, and we've certainly seen that they can synergize very well in this map too. Yeah,
definitely. We see that Torbjorn getting switched out last second, trying to troll us a little bit there from the Team Default there.
No one cares about Torbjorn, mate.
We see a video getting run here, which is a little bit different than what they normally run. See the hook coming out from Jaws, managing to catch Greenish, but not getting punished too much for that. Coupon charging, taking out Greenish. Never mind, KT taking out Skylines in the back line there, just making sure to shut down that Widow before she can even dare to do anything. Trying to keep Coupon alive here for Arceus, and that was a pretty good push. Coupon charging back in here, reinitiating, trying for his team, taking so much damage, getting anti-healed, and just there's a lot of stuff going on with this team. I don't really think the Widow would be too helpful here. They seem to switch to the every time I try to figure something comes out, and out comes the Graviton, just really trying to solidify the hold on this point as the Sombra tries to make a run for it.
Well, I'd love to summarize everything with one word, but unfortunately with what just unraveled, it's impossible. I think everything that you could imagine just happened there. I mean, it looked like Harbingers had a good sort of run in there. Watchpresh ended up getting a few picks of his own, but the Default team showed a lot of composure, ended up coming back onto the point, and used that Graviton Surge to gather them all up and clean them off the point.
And looks like there's going to be another reinitiation here, probably from Coupon, with his starting with his really aggressive charges that he likes, but ends up hitting the pillar, not able to initiate for his team, so Mr. Marvel's going to have to do it for them with that thing. Really good anti-heal coming out, but not really able to do much, seeing as their entire team learned to get back behind. KT getting the Ana boost here, doing quite a bit of damage. Coupon just jumping on people, smacking them around, doing so much damage. Out comes another fire at will, just managing to catch the entire enemy team, as this point will be once again going to Default.
Well, that's the second time. I mean, I think Harbingers, they need to watch out for spreading, because Purge has had his Graviton Surge twice in a row already. I mean, he's gathered his ult rather quickly, and Harbingers just need to utilize the high ground. You can't just all group up like that. Otherwise, you're going to be punished by this Default team. Purge has been doing a good job at really nullifying a lot of their grouping potential.
Yeah, definitely. We see them try to take the high ground, but out comes the Earth Shatter from Greenish, looking really good. Jaws getting the hook off, and a really good anti-heal coming out on the enemy team, making them play a little bit more defensively as Tracer tries to delay on point. But looks like Default is able to keep a lot of their composure. But in that way, Harbingers manages to take this high ground from Default. Let's see if they're actually able to do anything with it.
They look rather spread out though. Arceus is on the top there. Everyone from Harbingers looks like they're slowly grouping up, but Green is just charging in there angrily. He wants to fight them. They're all going in this little room now.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a little skirmish in this room as the Anubis comes out, making sure to clean this up. As Greenish just swings away, and out comes Coupon's ult, but not really able to do anything in that situation. Probably should have held on to it. Greenish doing so much work on that Reinhardt.
Managed to get a very good Earth Shatter pretty much on the whole team on that stairway, and managed to really suppress this Harbinger squad. I mean, the crowd control usage with the Graviton Surge, with the Earth Shatter, they've been getting too much AoE value. Harbingers, they need to stop clunking up, they need to spread out because these guys are on a roll.
Yeah, out comes the ult on Coupon, gets slapped, and an amazing ult coming out and just completely shutting down their team there. No, two self-destructs coming out. Greenish picking up 2 kills, and Watchfish only picking up 1 in that situation. Purge and Vil getting their picks on Coupon and Jaws. Looks like this fight is clearly in the hands of Default here, as they managed to clean up all the little members. Mr. Marvel gonna make a foolish attempt to be able to just delay this point. He's not gonna get it. Saying hello, he knows his time's up as he goes down. This first map will be going straight to Default.
I think we need to give a round of applause to Dasu. I mean, his Ana is crazy. We saw that last fight, that it was time for Harbinger to shine. They did have Kunpon nano boosted and he was charging in there. And guess what? Dasu with the sleep dart, they managed to CC stack it as well with the Earth Shatter. And they just plain neglect all the resources that Harbingers were putting in there with that sleep dart. And really a fantastic display of this finesse that we're seeing. A top 500 Ana is really making its mark onto this Server 76 scene, and this whole team seems to be doing quite well as well. I mean, Purge getting his ultimate 3 times on such a short amount of time on this map, and they really have been utilizing a lot of their AoE crowd control spells and Greenish. As I said previously, Harbingers, they need to stop grouping up, and they just need to think of something else because it's not working against this Default team at the moment. It looks like they're thinking of something else. I've seen Watchfresh in the past play Symmetra. Mr. Marvel might play Widowmaker. They might just be going for a whole different team comp because at the moment the meta or the near meta is not breaching this Default team.
Yeah, definitely. This is what happens when you get 2 Ana mains on a cast here. We're gonna be really just... It's pretty amazing to watch this Default team coming in. I really want to see more games for them. See them go against some much more higher up teams. I want to see what they're capable of. And
yep.
What do you think about this this comp that Harbingers seem to be running?
Well, at a first glance, you'd think it's a troll comp, but I think from what. If you try to analyze it properly, they have a lot of zone control, a lot of long range, they have the heroes to set up in these type corridors, and Mr. Marvel is only playing the Tourbillon turret now, so it's going to be quite delayed, and they need to be using those long range abilities, and they need to funnel through this choke.
That was amazing there by KT. Did you see the way that he was able to sweep up there and just immediately knock off that Reinhardt, just separating their team, as Greenish comes in here, getting some hits off, KT doing so much damage, RKS trying to go for some sleeps, trying to keep his team alive, but they seem to be having a lot of members picked down on Default here, not able to push in. Was a very good push, but sadly not able to keep up with that.
Yeah, Default showing a bit of a crack. I mean, this team comp, of course, isn't necessarily meta. It's very often fringe, so they might have got surprised, and they're probably going to adapt to this. They have a lot of long range, this Harbinger squad, a lot of zone control, and they can utilize that when they come into the point.
Jaws getting picked there, trying to go behind for some hooks, but their Reinhardt just being completely on that, making sure none of that could happen. Greenish coming in, doing more damage. Purge getting pinned against the wall, but not getting taken down. Shamed by Coupon, a little bit too heavy of a push there. As we see the team coming in, Nano Boost on Greenish here, being able to do some more damage, getting anti-healed, getting put to sleep. This Nano Boost is going complete to waste, but his team is able to manage to keep that up. Skylines getting a couple picks, not really worth it, but Coupon comes in with his ult. The teleporter being just such, like, so amazing here, being able to contest this for much longer. I thought that was completely gone, but not all is lost. Default were able to get a single ping on that. Good plays by Harbingers here. that Symmetra teleporter really saved it for them.
Yeah, really good job there, and Coupon just came off the bridge like Thor, swinging the hammer, getting everyone and crowd controlling them, but look at the teleporter placement. I think they need to really protect it, and it's going to be hard for them to really have a jolt. Have they even seen it, though? Whoa, it's going to be important for the Harbingers team. I don't think they've seen the teleporter, Shiz.
I don't think they have either. But maybe, just maybe, one of them will put their eyes on it. There we go. Valfides, if they manage to take down the teleporter. Such a shame. Watch Fresh. Nice try there, but you've got to be a little bit more sneaky than that as we see Default taking the high ground and just that ult coming out, the Reinhardt ult, just Mr. Marvel getting the nano boost there, trying to get some damage out, but not that helpful. As soon as that teleporter went down, that same with the teleporter going down went all hope for being Harbingers being able to take this. Jaws popping his ult, trying to delay this a little bit longer. Everybody trying to delay, but not really working out. As we see Coupon not going to make it to the point on time, and that Sleep coming up to solidify that situation as well.
Just the icing on the cake there.
Just the icing on the cake. Good plays by Default here. Nice try by Harbingers. What do you think went with that push there, Racket?
Well, in terms of what happened here, I mean, that Symmetra teleporter definitely had a lot of value, and I think that was a good safety net because, what's it called? Default didn't know where the teleporter was, so they just went back into that teleporter. They used a lot of their resources, and Harbingers had the advantage in that fight. But once that teleporter was down, that safety net was destroyed, as we see in the replay here. Thor just smacks his hammer down. And once that safety net was destroyed, they didn't really have an answer after that. That little cheating tool of the teleporter, but good showing from this Default squad, and I think this is a good message to send out to the Server 76 teams if you're looking for a high-ranked team that have mechanical prowess.